is though. Remember, this is Clay's.
Let's go. Warriors, baby. Warriors got the win yesterday, man. It's your boy Joy Talks. Join live with the Silver and Black Report. You go ahead and introduce
Didn't
yourself,
even
man.
let me type it in, but no, I was gonna say, this fucking series, man, has been. Well, I mean, this has got to be it because we've seen this recurring theme throughout this series, and it's been when the refs aren't giving the Lakers every call. Guess what? The Warriors have won both games that they haven't. They have contradicted and got in the way of winning, and they've taken over games. The refs have taken over with these games severely with their calling of the play. I mean, it's bad because I think the Lakers. I think it was game two. Either game one or game two, they came out with like 30 plus free throw attempts. I mean, just having that many free throw attempts kills you.
That's a fact. And it was like the refs were just turning a blind eye to whatever the Warriors had going on. It was
That
whack
that
if you ask me.
that Lonnie Walker flop was horrible. That was a horrible call on Draymond.
That was one of the many flops. And like Steve Kerr said in their last game, man, after the last game, any flop that the Warriors do wasn't getting called. But any flop that the Lakers did was getting called. What's good, Donnie boy? See you in the comments there. But yeah, man, that was absolutely terrible. This whole series to me has been a shit show as far as refereeing goes. I'm just happy that the Warriors finally got a
They're,
win. In game, I want to say 3 or 4, the Warriors lost by 3 points.
yeah,
And if the refs made like 4 or 5 calls the other way, the whole game
yeah.
would have been
Four.
different.
Game four was where we lost by 3, and I think if we would have won that game, I mean, and all we can really sit here and say is watch out. This is game 6, Clay.
Yes, sir.
Like I gotta say this. I mean, if Clay goes out there and drops 30, and Curry does what he's normally doing, we will see a game 7 back at Golden State. And again, man, I mean, how crazy would that be? Like in the difference of 7 years, you go from watching Curry and the Warriors blow it, and imagine LeBron doing it now.
Just
Just gotta say,
payback.
You know what I find funny? Because we have this question raised, right? A bunch of people have been raising this. What happens if Curry comes back, wins this, and wins the championship this year? And is he going to be in that conversation up there, right? And people keep trying to ride him away. They're like, nah, he ain't top. He ain't even close to top 5. There's people that are trying to tell me he ain't top 10. If you think he ain't top 10, you fucking crazy. I go look back at that resume, bro. I don't know what part of that resume doesn't say top fucking 10, but if he goes and wins this championship, there's no debate. There's no debate. Like, let's not even lie to ourselves. I think the people that, if you were to say after he wins one more championship, and you're just say he's not in the top 10 all time, you're just hating.
Facts. If you ask me, man, Curry is top 10 easily. I
Yes.
got Curry over Kobe. Curry's over Kobe.
Curry's the greatest point guard in the history, I think.
Facts.
And like I said, there's people that are like meat riding the fuck out of Magic Johnson, and Kobe. Listen, I don't mean any disrespect. Great player, right? But can we agree that his value was raised when he died? Like people really started putting this guy in the top 5, and it was crazy.
Nah, that nigga Kobe was a dog before he passed, man. His career was solidified. I think when you first die, like people like start hyping it up or whatever. But after years pass, I think it kind of goes back to where it was before. But getting back to the Warriors, man, I definitely think that Clay is due for a big game. We haven't had one good or great Clay performance. We had that one game he scored 20, but it was like every shot he hit was huge.
As bad as he's still been better than Poole. I would really like to. I really would like to see Poole, Clay, and Steph combined for 90. We've seen it before. Let's go watch it again. And I don't mean 50 from Steph and 20 from Clay and 20 from Poole. I mean like all 3 of these motherfuckers go for 30. Because if they all go for 30, I'm guaranteeing you money on it. We're winning the game. And the way that Draymond has played in this series, dude, like, it's embarrassing to even think about it, but somehow Draymond right now has been a better offensive player in the playoffs than Jordan fucking Poole. And listen, I like Poole. I think that it's his immaturity at times. It's his bad shot selection that's just getting in the way of him being a good player. And I think if he was a little smarter with, at least maybe like taking a different approach in this offense. I think if he was to take a role of being a playmaker, that would open up his offense so much more.
Yeah, I think Poole got to really step into his game, man. If you ask me, I think he's thinking a lot out there. Like I see him hesitate, and then after he hesitates, he's pulling up. Like he just got to get in his bag, get in his rhythm. But at this point, backs against the wall, we can't really rely on a year 2 player. Like we gotta stick with the veterans. If we're gonna rely on a young player, it gotta be Jonathan Kuminga, who hasn't even touched the floor.
I'm just about to put this out here. Why is I get it. Looney's a good rebounder and stuff. Why is he getting so many minutes compared to Kuminga should be in there? I mean, Kuminga was out there last year. Why was Kuminga out there last year but not this year? Come on, Kerr. That's one decision where come on, Kerr, you gotta get smarter with it because Kuminga's a better player than he. I think he could come out here and bring a bigger effect right now than Poole has been. Now, listen, I want to see Poole and Kuminga out there. I want to see these young guys getting minutes because I want them to use this moving forward because that just makes us look better. But Curry, I like what he's done. I think he's a great player. But in order to win this series, I'm not even going to sit here and say this is on Curry. I think this is on the role players around Curry and how Curry has opened up this offense. Let's be honest. Curry has opened up this offense for the rest of the team to step the fuck up. And my props got to go to Draymond because this guy has just performed at a great level this series. And I think his role in this past game was huge to this team because maybe we don't see him doing this all the time. I mean, dude, the other night when he did that dribble move, dude. Oh man, Draymond, hey, if he comes out here and scores 20, I think the Warriors are in pretty good shape. He did it efficiently. And he's an elite defender still. I mean, regardless of what people are going to tell you, there's some people out there that started doubting Draymond. And man, can we get on to AD, bro? That soft ass motherfucker.
Yeah. I put him on the thumbnail. When you see it, you're gonna be laughing. But yeah, AD is just soft. He gotta get that championship pedigree in his system. And you would think 4 years of playing with LeBron, he would have got it, but I don't see it, man. Shaq, Kareem Abdul-Jabbar, Dikembe Mutombo, Giannis, those guys, man, if they get smacked in the mouth, smacked in the face, they still out there on the court. They not acting like something bad has happened to them, and they're not leaving the game in a wheelchair.
What about Draymond? This guy's taking shots.
Facts.
And he's, dude, comparing Draymond to AD, you would think AD's the tougher guy. Dude, Draymond would knock the fuck out of this.
Don't put him in a boxing ring.
Oh, if you go and think about it, when Embiid, he stepped on what? Grant Williams' head, dude. If he stepped on AD's head, bro, AD would have had to get, carted out of the arena, dude.
They would have sent the helicopter to come and get him to the hospital.
Yes, bro. I mean, the guy, listen, I think he can be a great player, but, man, he's this soft-ass shit, and it's holding him back. I mean, when we talk about holding players back, I mean, Poole, he's just got to mature better and take better shots, and I think he'd be a great player. But, I mean, AD, dude, he's the strangest, player that I've seen. This guy can go for 20 and 15 one night, and then the next night, he's not even there. He's going, 8 points, 5 points on, 2 of 12 shooting. The guy is not... He's a part-time superstar.
Facts. That's a great way to put it. That is a great way to put it.
He's a part-time superstar. He shows up maybe there and there, but outside of that, it's and I've kind of raised this question, would LeBron be better off without AD if he was to get a better set of, maybe more depth? Would he be better set? Maybe, with better shooters around him.
I think this Lakers team isn't poorly constructed or anything, though. Rui Hachimura is a bucket. Lonnie Walker has definitely stepped up. But in the playoffs, especially in the NBA, it's all about the games you win. And if the Warriors win this next game, the series is over. If this goes to 7 games, it is over. But we only got about 30 seconds left in the show. So go ahead and say everything you got to say.
Like I said, hopefully tomorrow the reffing is better and improved. Again, all we've seen is if the refs aren't taking over the game with calls, the Warriors are winning.
Preach.
When the refs are away, the Warriors could win. If the refs just stay out of it and let these two teams go at it, man, you're gonna see a different team, man. And I think if the Warriors win tomorrow night, man, that'd be the Lakers' biggest mistake possible.
Definitely. Let the people know where they can find you.
Go to my YouTube channel, the Silver and Black Report. I'll be up there live at like 11 p.m. tonight. And we might be back here tomorrow talking about this schedule, of course.
Yes, sir, Ski. Talking about the NFL schedule that just released. I just put a video out on my channel. Please check that out if you haven't already. Thank y'all for checking in with your boy Joy Talks, man. Dub Nation, we here. Game 6 tomorrow night. Let's get this win, man. We out of here. Gone.